Welcome everybody to Trades of the Week, where I, Marcus de Maria, and my head trader, Dennis Sahlström, will show you what we are getting into and out of on a daily basis. And that is in stocks, shares, but also cryptocurrencies using several strategies. And before we start, I want to say a huge thank you so much to our subscribers, because we finally hit the 10,000 subscriber mark. So thank you every single one of you, and I hope that you're enjoying the channel. For those of you who haven't yet subscribed, please do make sure that you do that so that you don't miss out. And by the way, the giveaway, the £10,000 giveaway, we are going to be announcing the winner next week. So I can't wait. That's going to be absolutely fantastic. One final thing before I forget. Today, well, actually it wasn't today, it was yesterday. It is Dennis's birthday. So please do comment below and leave him a very, 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 very happy birthday. So how old are you now, Dennis? 17, 27, 28?
I'm 29, closing in on 30.
Ooh, the big 30, the big 30, but you're not there yet. You're not there yet, so you're fine, you're fine. All right, let's go, and happy birthday, Dennis, and let's go on to the trades of the week. All right, let's see, what are we looking at here? Absolutely. This is with the Buffalo strategy first, okay?
The Buffalo strategy. So to recap from last week, we were looking at Amphastar Pharmaceuticals, so AMPH, and we are out at break even, because if you remember, we moved down our stop loss to this black line here. It came down nicely and then shot up and took us out yesterday.
Wow. I was sure that was going to come down, but then you never know. That's the thing. You absolutely never know when it comes to trading and investing. And that is why we had our stop loss, as you can see, where there's that up above the orange. Would you say that's orange? Pink salmon, the pink salmon up above there. And then we brought it down to where Dennis is showing now. We brought it down to there to make sure that we didn't lock anything in the end, but we made sure that we couldn't lose anything, right? So when it came back up again, guess what? We're out at break even. Okay, so what else?
Yeah, so no emotions there. We're out on that one.
And no emotions, Dennis. No, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we are a bit in profit still on electronic arts. We've been in this since the dinosaurs roamed the earth, so it's been a while. But now we're still in profit. I would now raise my stop loss up underneath this bounce here, so around the 140 mark, to lock in around 2%.
Very good, very good.
Position here.
Now we've got a little bit, as you can see, where Dennis has drawn that line, you can see a little bit of that kind of resistance coming up. So we got to watch that as well, Dennis.
Absolutely, we will, with like a hawk. And then let's beam through here. We're finally out of Booz Allen, Marcus.
So I just noticed that the ticker for Booz Allen is BAH. So now we're milking the cow, and now we're BAH as well. We got to think of something there. So we're out at what, 2%, because we saw that support up. Well, that's interesting, because you see that resistance level happening there. So what did you do, Dennis? You raised it up, and then we got stopped out.
Exactly. We moved us a bit up here. It just went down, tapped us out at 2%, and then moved higher again. That's how it goes.
What an amateur. Why did you do that? I mean, I told you not to.
This was actually your choice last week. I'm blaming this on you.
Yeah, it was actually. Okay, fine. We only made 2% there. Never mind. No, that's not milking the cow. That's getting out of the position, Dennis.
Yes, that is true. But it depends. If the cow is our account, we're milking. Okay, fine.
All right, fine.
We will milk the cow a bit later. So then we have advanced micro devices. We're also up here in a bit of a profit. I'm setting the stop loss at break even plus fees. So depending on what that looks like for you. So we're still in that.
Yeah.
But we're taking profits on DocuSign. That has actually shot up. A lot of people has been printing and signing contracts, I think. So that's gone up to the 3% mark.
So are you taking profit right now, or have you just raised your stop loss up until below that candle?
For the video, just so we don't have too many stocks that we look at in the future, we're taking profits in the video, like for YouTube. But the reasonable thing to do here is to put the stop loss where I put this little red line, just like a little bit below the latest candle, just in case it continues up.
And by the way, the reason that we're doing that is very important. There's two golden rules. One of them is to let your profits run as long as possible. A lot of people have a challenge with that because, of course, when you made 3%, you're like, I've made 3% on mine. This is what Buffalo, it's the entire portfolio. You want to take that, right? But what if it turns into another 4, 5, 6%, further on? So that is why we always, raise the stop loss and hopefully allow that to run. Okay, very good. 3%, not bad at all.
Very good. And then we have Alarm, so ALRM. So we have alarm.com holdings. So we're around break even on that. So I just showing this. If you guys like this, you can enter now as well. It would be a really good opportunity.
Make sure you use a stop order to enter so that it actually takes you in there. Although having said that, they could probably enter with a market order just because it's already gone above that green candle, and that would have taken you in. So you should be in right now, but that does mean that you're maybe going a little bit higher than somebody getting in right now. But that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. And now let's steam through this. We have BRP Group as well. We're up in profit.
What's that, burp? How do you say that, burp? Yeah.
Burp Group.
Yeah, the Burp Group.
And then stock was at break even on this one as well, I would say, just to make sure we don't have any losses. We're up a good 1% on that at the moment, a little bit more.
Yeah, a little bit more than 1% on there. Absolutely fantastic. Do we have any new ones?
We do. We have some old ones. We're in profit on EQI Medical as well, so ICUI.
Okay, and that's going down. We're going to let that run. Let's let that run, Dennis. Yeah. Absolutely. Now, notice that we've got longs and shorts because you never know what is going to happen with the market. Okay, and there's another short there.
Well, AVYA. So we're a little bit around break even on that one as well. So do your research. We entered that last week. And the last one before we go into the new ones is TRNO. We finally have a 1% loss on this. It went up and took us out yesterday. So we have 1% loss on this. Boo.
No emotions, Dennis. Boo. No emotions. Boo. Okay. So what's happening in the markets very quickly is that, well, you know what? They added 500,000 new jobs to the economy, which you'd think is good, but it actually missed expectations. We thought there'd be like 660,000. So it actually missed it. So that's not very good at all. What else? But there was some interesting news. And that is like the big seven have come together, the G7 they call it, in order to see how they can tax multinationals. They keep saying, well, we're not paying tax there, we're not paying tax there, and then they never end up paying tax. And it looks like they're coming to some sort of an agreement, which I think is around 15%. Is that right, Dennis? Something like that? Minimum corporate tax rate. Now, I don't know whether that's good for companies. I feel good about that, I have to let you know. I feel good about that. I think they should be paying a lot more than that. But anyway, at least they're paying 15%. I don't know whether it's good for companies, though. I mean, for the stock market, it's like, I'm happy, but is that good?
Well, it could be. Well, I guess it depends how you see it. There could be a lot of ripple effects here, because if they do make it lower, then potentially companies have more money, they can employ more people, and then they could spend more. So they keep the spending wheel going. And people are saying as well, I'm hearing some, this is rumors, but they're missing the jobs. So a lot of people are outside the job market, which might mean that they need to get another stimulus package, which they are discussing already as well. So let's see.
I'm losing track. I am losing track of all the stimulus packages that they're being discussing and coming in. Stimulus is good for the market. Whether it's good for the economy, I've almost given up. But anyway, okay. So let's have a look at this then, Dennis. Let's have a look at some of these stocks.
Yeah, the first one is WY. So
but why, Dennis? Why would you look at this? Why?
Because it is.
That's a joke, by the way. Why?
No. And but it's upward trending. But I would like to see one of these orange candles before we get in.
Ooh, I'm loving that absolute risk-reward ratio. You're looking at at least 4-to-1 there. That is fantastic. So you want a little green candle there before you go in, Dennis? He loves his little green candles, does our Dennis?
Something that shows me that buyers are taking control back. And we have a beautiful, like a 6-to-1 on this. I think it could be a really good
6-to-1. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah. That's amazing. Amazing. Okay, what else do we have?
And then we are following the track. We like animals, so we're entering frog as well. FROG. And this is a downward trend. And the opposite is happening here. We would like to have a red candle before we get in. So it is a good risk-reward ratio now. We have a 3-to-1, but I would like to see a reversal, a small red candle to show us that sellers are taking back control. I think this could be a good opportunity.
And if it did that, then you're probably going to have a 1-to-4, which would be even better. Okay, and the final one?
The final one is BTRS. So Bravo Tango Romeo Sierra. And this has one of these nice red candles. A little bit of indecision. We have a doji. That's the technical term. I'm sounding very smart when I say that.
Very smart, very smart.
Thank you. But this is also a good 5-to-1 risk reward ratio, or 5-to-1 reward risk ratio. And I think it looks good. I think this could be a good opportunity as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Imagine if that goes all the way down. That would be a 5%, by the way, on our entire portfolio. That would be worth waiting for, even if it takes a month or two. So let's move now. That is awesome. That is awesome. Let us know, by the way, comment below whether you got into any of the ones that we're making profits on, or you agree or disagree with any of the ones that we've just shown you as well. So just go ahead and comment below. Let's go to the crypto market. The crypto market, I mean, look, I want to forget the last 30 days. It's just fallen massively, you know, it really has, almost by 50% BTC. Yeah, you can see it right there, 50%. People are wondering what the hell is going on. You know, they're talking about there being some kind of a support at 35. Now they're talking about 30. What is going on, Dennis? Tell us. Lead us to the promised land.
Everything, I'll bring out my crystal ball. But I think in general, right, we can't forget, and I just want to iterate this because let's just get some perspective here. The market went from May last year up thousands and thousands of percent. That we have a correction is not a strange thing. So I think this is this is healthy for the market, brings out a lot of people taking profits and allows new people to come in and buy. So this is a lot more sustainable than if it was just going up. So I do think currently, for those of you who are looking at support lines, I think the 30,000 mark is very important. We had some support here in the past. And also we have some strong support here now as well. So I think this could be an interesting level to see if that holds. So I think until next week, this is what we're looking at. Or if we can reclaim the 40,000, would be very good for a bullish scenario as well. But luckily for us, we have scenarios, our strategies that actually want the market to fall down a bit. Well, we kind of
absolutely, we do, absolutely, to lower our average price. And by the way, if you do want these strategies at any stage, we should have somewhere around here floating above my head some kind of a link for you to click on if that is what you want. And you do want to get hold of these strategies. You don't want to be just going in without a strategy. By the way, talking of buying on BTC, Michael Saylor has gone into the market and taken out another 400 million, I believe, of debt. So he's now got billions in there, most of which is debt. And so that'd be really, really interesting to see whether that moves the price up a little bit as well. But then there's another bit of news which kind of counteracted that, which is, you know, Donald Trump kind of said that he thought that it was all a scam and, you know, he didn't really believe it. Anything that attacks the US dollar, you know, it's like make America and the US dollar great again. So anything that goes against that, he's not very happy with. He's not. Yeah, it's huge. It's going to be huge.
But that being said, though, we discussed that before, but all the bigger ones, Visa, MasterCard, are all including cryptos because that's a part of the future. And we even have, drumroll please, the San Jose Sharks, the NHL team that are accepting cryptos. And they are in the US, right? And the question is, if more clubs, like football clubs, and this will make it even more mainstream and hopefully attract a lot more new users and make it legitimate.
Absolutely. Let's have a look. We've got a lot of different ones to go through. Let's have a look at some of these.
We do, but it's not very exciting because we don't need to go that close to all of them because they're at the same level as they were last week because they went up.
All right, let's keep going then. So let's keep going. And if you don't have a position, make sure that you do your research because you can start making a position, which right now, like on XRP, for example, is at minus 52% from the recent high. What else do we have? ICP. Like some people are saying that ICP is a little bit centralized. Right, they're kind of queering this whole thing. They're saying it's a little bit centralized, down minus 72%, and that is from that high. Imagine it from that big high there. We didn't take that one there. BNB.
The same with BNB, also down massively, exactly at the same price as last week, which is a bit.
All right, well, let's keep going then. I do like BNB, and the other one I like is a VeChain as well. Really like that one. The joint ventures that they have, really, VeChain is a. Well, I mean, do your own research. I'm just telling you about what I think, you know, and these are the ones I'm really building positions on. Talking about building positions, ADA, you know, is another one that I went into in the last 10 days or so. That's a good one. Actually, a friend of mine yesterday who lives in Austria, his brother-in-law is a real, like, apparently he's like one of the leading technical people in the world. And he doesn't know much about cryptos, but he did some kind of He's an engineer by trade, and he looked at ADA, Cardano, and he said that this is just amazing. He thinks that this is going to be the Bitcoin of the future.
Yeah.
I don't know whether that's the case or not, but I'm definitely building up my position in ADA. Yeah.
Very cool. And then the same with the DOT, right? So this is Polkadot, also minus 54%, a competitor.
And we should talk about this, that the mainnet launch is on the way in mid-June, Dennis. The mainnet launch of Polkadex, right?
Yeah, Polkadex. So Polkadex is kind of an offspring of Polkadot. So they're using Polka, but trying to bridge the centralized exchanges and the decentralized exchanges, because no one has really done that yet. So you can kind of use both, but in one platform. So we're coming down to that.
Building its infrastructure, right? Building infrastructure.
Exactly. So that's coming up soon. And then we have Link as well, a great project, also down quite a bit currently, even more. So it's down around 54% at the moment, which is quite interesting.
I mean, do your research, but the ones that we're showing you right now, they're the big ones. ICP is a very new one. It went straight in at number 8 and number 9. So it's, I don't know whether you want to get into that. We have, but you know, do your research on that one. But the other ones, you know, these are some big names we're talking about. The next one, XMR.
Yeah, this is Monero. And we spoke about that as a hedge, a potential trade, since they were regulating it in Australia. A lot of people flooded to this just for trading reasons. Down 50% at the moment as well. And then Pancake, the breakfast coin. Could be. This is one of the biggest decentralized exchanges. It has loads of traffic and volume, a great project, even though the name is Cake, which is exciting. You could buy it for that reason alone. But it's down 60%.
And on Cake, it is one of the largest ones, but it's not necessarily one of the ones that's the most established. So you're taking a little bit more risk there, as I think you are with the next one as well, which is Theta. Theta, you know, remember that they have the patent for decentralized streaming, which is going to be absolutely, well, I think it's going to be huge in the future. But here's the news, Dennis. The Theta mainnet is set to launch on June the 30th. People, I mean, if you look at the rise, you know, coming from less than $2 up to what, you know, $17 or $16, huge rise there in the space of just a couple of months, as we can see on the screen. And probably if you went back, it would be even more. And then coming all the way down. And well, I mean, look at this. That's insane.
So, I mean, it did go up around 2,500%. So don't forget, these are good. And don't tell us that there's no buying opportunities in cryptos. Yes, there are. Look at it now, for example.
That is what people love about cryptos, is that volatility. And that's what people are scared of, is that volatility. That's why it's so important that you do your research. Okay, please do comment below. Do you agree? Do you disagree with some of the ones that we're looking at? But Theta's mainnet, remember, part of the reason that it came down, it didn't carry on going up, is because they announced that they were going to push the mainnet launch back. Well, guess what? It's going to happen on June the 30th. That's just around the corner. I mean, we're talking about weeks here. And then there's going to be staking where you can get, I don't know what percentage, maybe you know, Dennis, let's say 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8% or whatever it is on Binance. So, wow, that's going to be pretty huge. I got to tell you, that's going to be pretty huge when that happens.
I think so.
Okay, what else do we have?
Do go up, right? They tend to go up if the mainnet launch is closed and they redo a successful one, because that's kind of an upgrade of their system. So the last one we have, that is Polkadex. It doesn't look like
that is Polkadex. And that is where the mainnet launch is on the way. It is on the way. Down minus 52%. It was a lot more, by the way, a lot more than that. But still, you know.
Yeah, well, yeah.
All right, Dennis, stop moving it. I'm going to start getting,
there we go.
You know.
You have to get this one here. So it's down 52% currently. I think this is a good one. If they manage to bridge the gap between the decentralized and centralized exchanges, I think they will do great things. This could be a very exciting one. The ICO they had, or it was one of the decentralized exchanges, it sold out in minutes. So they raised money super quickly.
But do remember, these ones are a little bit more risk, right? So when you're talking about, you know, Cake or Theta or Polkadex, they are more recent ones, whereas the others, you know, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, BNB, VeChain, Cardano, Polkadot, Chainlink, Monero, they are more established. So make sure you, and again, if you want to have these strategies, and by the way, we're going to show you the results in just a moment. I didn't say that, and you're going to see, we're going to be milking that cow in a moment. Get ready for your moo. start gurgling and what the hell? Yeah. Okay. All right. What else do we have? That's it, right?
That's it for cryptos. So make sure you build your positions now. We're buying in weakness and we're selling into strength.
And don't put all your money in. Make sure you use a strategy. That is so important. That is so important. If you need those all-important strategies, make sure you click on the link. Okay, right. Let's turn to VCA, where I'm sure, because last time we were so close to milking that cow, we got to be milking some here.
Yeah.
Got to be.
So we put a stop loss up here. So we closed Square Inc. at 10%.
Yay. Okay, so we're closing that. We're closing that totally, yeah.
Yeah, because it came down to the stop loss we set underneath this kind of trough it created up there.
Oh, so we're not really milking anything this time.
But I think we need to. Otherwise, we need to have a sound for taking profit as well. Because
we need to.
Kind of
could it be that the one I came up with just now? The bear. Could it be that one?
No, maybe the Chewbacca one.
That is better. That is better. Okay. Yeah.
So 10% there. So well done if you're in Square. And next up is Take-Two Interactive. And that is also the same there. We put the stop loss a little bit underneath there on the underneath the trough, kind of the consolidation area. It came down, took us out, and now it's around that level still. So we closed a good 10% on Take-Two Interactive.
Okay, very good, very good. Hey, listen, let us know below whether you are also doing the same thing. Did you manage to get 10%? Did you manage to get, these kind of gains that we are getting there? So please let us know below. Please let us know. Okay, yeah. Coinbase. Okay, what's happening here?
Slow poke. We thought it was going to be a bit quicker.
Yeah, but I believe.
Yeah, that's exactly.
I've got a little believe thing on here.
Again, if it does fall lower.
Yeah.
And then next up, we have Twitter as well. So Twitter, we are now putting the stop loss at a 15%. So we haven't milked this cow yet or taken the profit. It's up 17% at the moment.
Yeah. So we're still in it, right? We're still in it. Yeah. And it's at 17%. What are you going to do? Are you going to keep moving it up? What are you going to do?
Yeah, so I'm just going to follow 1% behind the candle. I think it's very likely now that we closed this gap basically that was created. Maybe it could go up here, but we'll see before we get a little bit of a correction maybe. Or it continues up, who knows? Maybe we get...
Muy bien. Okay, what else do we have?
Sorry?
The Shaky Shack.
Yeah, the Shaky Shack as well. That's doing well. We are liking this thing here. So up 13%.
Yeah. You're looking to close that gap again, up 13%. Okay, needs to go up just a tiny little bit more, doesn't it? Tiny little bit more. Okay, what else?
And then
by the way, again, let us know. Are you doing the same thing here? Yeah, we're doing well here with our VCAs.
And Dollar Tree, we're up a whooping 3%.
Woo!
Okay. And then the last one
still 3%.
that is new for this week is Spotify, which is quite interesting.
Yes.
We're currently down 37%.
Yeah. Isn't this the one we've been in for about a year and a half?
Well, we've been in and out of this, but yeah, we've been a bit in and out of this. We were in over here as well, then went up, and then so we've been in this for quite some time.
I'm sure some of you use Spotify, right? It's really taken the music industry by storm, and the only reason that maybe some of the results haven't been as good as they have been in the past is because they do have to pay royalties to the music companies, right? They can't just, you can't just listen to, the music on Spotify without them actually paying royalties. But they're doing well, right? They're doing extremely well.
Yeah.
Last quarter gross margin was up 25.5%. That's up significantly from the first quarter. So it's come down.
Users around the world as well. And they're doing a little bit the same as Netflix is doing, because Netflix, they're creating their own productions now, which means they're making more. Spotify is doing the same thing. They're signing artists so they make more money as well. So I think it is very simple to use as well. So especially in the pandemic, people can use. So I think it's a really good company that is a growing company as well. I would still say it's a growth company.
Yeah, very good. So on that one there then, obviously it was a little bit lower, but now we are looking at it at minus 37% for a value cost averaging strategy. So we're going to be getting in on the first time, hoping that it's going to fall some more. Is the only channel where when we buy something, we hope it actually goes down. So you can't lose in the sense that as long as you've done your research on a fundamentally good company and you don't mind how long, remember, this is investing, therefore we say months to years, we're prepared to go into this. But as it comes down, we're going to lower our average price even more. So we'll see. By the way, it could go up, 15% in a couple of days. It could do that, and then we'll take our profit. But we're very, very ready to wait more as it goes down for us to lower our costs. So that is awesome. Lots and lots of things to look at there. So what about the results? Let's have a look at the results.
So the results are quite interesting. So with the Buffalo, we're up 5%. We closed BAH and also DocuSign.
Very good.
That's good. And in the VCA, we have 10% on two of them as well, on Take-Two Interactive and also on another one.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah. But cryptos are still down, obviously. So we're waiting for those. We have reinvested. We're investing more. So that's awesome, right? The stock market is going up. We're making profits, but cryptos are going down, so we can invest even more and build up positions. And then maybe it will be vice versa in a month or so.
And the Buffalo, by the way, 33% on our entire portfolio since September. So September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. Right? And we haven't finished June yet. So that's 9 months. We're aiming for 3% a month. So I'm going to test you here, Dennis. 3 times 9.
27.
Not bad, not bad, not bad. So we're actually above where we should be, which is absolutely fantastic. Because obviously 3% is an average. Sometimes it's going to be higher, sometimes it's going to be low. But on average, you can see it absolutely is spot on. A little bit more, we're a little bit more. And I hope, again, let us know whether you have been following this and making the same kind of results. So I hope you enjoyed the trade of the week. And please do make sure that you let us know whether is this useful to you? Are you using us as a first step to maybe, I would say like a springboard in order to do your own research? Is it useful? Would you like us to cover something different? Please do comment below. And also, please hit the like button. Finally, for you, make sure you subscribe so you never miss out on what Dennis and I are looking at, where we're getting in, where we're getting out. Obviously, we use strategies, and so it's also very important that you always use a strategy. Okay, very good. And we look forward to seeing you on the next Trades of the Week.